Hey guys, back to the new video on competitive programming. In this video, I'm gonna code a competitive coding question which has been posted on Leetcode. I'll just leave you the questions link in the description below. I will try to code this in a single go. Okay, let's take a minute and read the question and understand the question. Please pause the video over here and try to think of solution yourself. Okay, the problem statement given is, given an integer array ARR, count element x such that x plus 1 is also in the array. Sounds pretty easy, right? Yeah. Example, we have an array of 1, 2 and 3. Okay, the output is 2. Why? Because for x equal to 1, if x is 1, then x plus 1 is also in the array, that is 2 is also in the array. And for x is equal to 2, 2 plus 1 is also in the array, that is 3. So count is 2. And for x equal to 3, 3 plus 1, 4 is not in the array. That's why count still remains 2. That's how we approach this question. And guys, don't get overwhelmed. Like, this array is not sorted. Okay, this array might not be sorted always. In this example, the array is sorted. But look at the example number 3. This array is not sorted. So you cannot go for checking every adjacent elements for counting the number of x to x plus 1 ratio. Okay, so and you need not sort the array to do this problem. This problem can be done in O of n time, cause the sorting will take order of n log n times, right? That's the best sorting algorithm we had known till now. Okay, now jumping back to the solution part, I'll just try to code this. Okay, what are the parameters we have given? We have given array which is of type list and whose elements are integers. Yeah, these elements are integers. Okay, the constraints are array length can be anywhere between 1 to 1000 and the array elements range can be anywhere between 0 and 1000. Okay, sounds pretty easy. So what's the concept here? What's the strategy here? I have to take a count variable. I'm taking it count as 0. I had an idea of sorting the array, but it will take me O of n log n. What can I do to optimize the time? I can take a hash map, right? I can take a temporary array. Okay, let me take a temporary array as temp and name it as temp. Let me initialize with zeros. Okay, and I have to take the length of the array as maximum of that array plus 1. I'll explain you why that is. Maximum of that array, come on, plus 1. Because assume you have an array like this. The maximum of this array is 7, right? So we are creating an array whose size is 8. That means it can accommodate 8 integers. That is, we have initialized that array with 8 zeros. Why 8? Can't we just do 7? No. As the array contains number 0 in it, and even in this array, the max of the array is 5. But we cannot declare 5 elements because we cannot include 0 in that array. That's why we are taking max plus 1. To ensure that we don't have any kind of overflow. Okay, I have created a temporary array. Now I'll populate the temporary array. I run a for loop through the array for scanning the elements, and each and every time I hit an element, I'll just map its count onto the temporary array. I'll just take temp of ele plus is equal to 1. What this line is doing over here is, let me take for this example, for example number 3, here for the first time ele is 1 and we have an array of length 6 because the maximum is 5. As ele is 1, we have a temporary array of length 6, right? And all those elements have been initialized with zeros. Array of 1 is the second integer in the array, right? That will get incremented by 1. And in the second case, the ele is 3 and the fourth element in the temporary array gets incremented by 1. That's what happening over here. That's what the hash map is. That's how a temporary array works. Yeah, it will take some extra space. It will take O of n extra space, but it will optimize the time. It will optimize the time to O of n, a linear such problem. Okay, now what can I do? I have populated the array. I have populated the temporary array. Now I have to check for the elements whether x plus 1 is present for every x, and if so, I have to increment it. Okay, I'll run a while loop to the array. I is 0. I'll just initialize I to 0. Okay, then while I is less than length of temporary array minus 1. Because the upper bound is not included in Python, you know that, right? Okay, while I is less than length of temp minus 1, I will check whether array for any integer x, any given integer x, if x plus 1 is present in the array. Okay, now how to check it? Let me take array integers by indices. If temp of I and temp of I plus 1, that is, if temp of I is present and at the same time if temp of I plus 1 is also present. If temp of I means if temp of i's value is 0, it will return true, and temp of I plus 1 means if temp of I plus 1 value is greater than 0, it will also return true. So true and true is true. That's basic common sense. Okay, if both temp of I and temp of I plus 1 are present, then increment the count. Okay, then I will try to increment I. But hold on, what if we have duplicate elements? They have given a condition: if there are duplicates present in the array, count them separately. Like if they have an array like 1 1 and 2 2, your count should be 2, because for this one this 2 is there, for this one this 2 is there. That's why we have to count the duplicates separately. So once we hit this point, we need not increment the I variable, because we don't know that what's the temp of I value, right? Temp of I might be 2, might be 3, we don't know. We don't know the count of temp of I. That's why we'll just increment the count and we'll just decrement the temp of I's value by 1. So the frequency of that integer in the temporary array will be decremented. Okay, and what if there is no element x plus 1 for that x? Just increment the I variable. Just move on to the next element. I plus equal to 1. Then the return type should be a integer, because they have given for this method the return type should be an integer. Okay, and we have to return count, right? Let me check. Who accepted? Yeah, that was the right answer. So did you get how I approached to the solution? Did you guys get it? Just think of it once again, how I went through the solution, and try to code it yourself. I'll just leave the the questions link in the description. I won't leave you the answers link in the description. Try to code it, or else watch my video and try to code it. Thank you.